Hey guys, I am back again. This is my first time since nearly a month in filming because I took like 2 weeks off posting videos. But I'm now back and this is going to be Saturday's video because I skipped last Saturday because I'm just getting back into the swing of things because I had so many problems with uploading my Folk of Air video, which when this one comes out would have been 2 videos ago, but here we are, we're back. And I thought, you know what, we're going to do my physical TBR because I'll be here for days, to be honest. Nah, that's a lie actually. But no, I've got a fairly decent sized TBR. I've got my whole cart here. Not all of them are on my TBR though. And I've got my main sort of TBR here next to me. And I'll just say any other ones. Actually, I need to take that one and put it on the main TBR because that's going to be my next read, I think. But yeah, here we go. Let's get going. Okay, let's start on my cart, which is here. So I've read all of that. So I've read all the tops. On the top, I've got the Dirty Air series, the Twisted series and the Kings of Sin series. I've read all of them. Then I've got the 2 fourth ring books that are out. I've read both of them. And then I've got the ACOTAR series. I have read the first 3 of that series. Although before long, not sure when yet, but I'm going to do a whole reread of that whole series because I want to finish it this year. But I've kind of forgotten stuff that's happened, so I'm just going to do like a mass reread. So, starting off, we have... So I did actually DNF book 3 of the ACOTAR series. I just didn't like it. So we're going to start off with A Court of Frost and Starlight. This is like the little novella between book 3 and book 5. It's only about 100 pages, I think. Couldn't tell you because it has no page numbers, as you do. Oh. What? Oh, okay, that's for A Court of Silver Flames, that's why. So it's only 230 pages, which isn't too bad, to be honest. And also the dedication of this one, I do really love. It says, to the readers who look up to the sky and wish. You probably can't read that, but love it. I'm actually really excited to finish this series, to be honest, because I have heard nothing but good things. And then the one that I am the most, very much the most excited to read is A Court of Silver Flames. She is chunky though. She is very chunky. We're also going to ignore how like sun damaged my books are. This cart lives by my window and I just can't be bothered to move it. But she is chunky. Like, I'm scared. But I think what I've been doing recently a lot more is listening to the audiobook while I'm doing stuff, which I think I might do when it comes to this one because it's rather large. But this one is 751 pages. She's a fair size, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, which makes me really excited to read it. So keep your eyes peeled because I might do like a full ACOTAR reading vlog or like reading vlogs of specific ACOTAR books. Maybe like a series one. It's like book 1, book 2, book 3. I'm going to try again for the 3rd time. I'll try it. I'm going to persevere. And then I'll just combine like these 2 together as one video. Because that one will probably be about 20 minutes. Not even that. Because how little it is. And then I have the first 2 books, technically the first. Well, depends what order you read them in. But the first 2 are the Throne of Glass series. So I've got Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass. I think when I read this series, I'm going to do Assassin's Blade first. And then Throne of Glass. Because I've seen some people do it like 3rd. I think it is. Yeah, I think some people do it 3rd. But I think I might prefer the way where you do this one first. I'm not going to lie. Because even on like the back of it, it says to do this one first. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to these. Again, another series I've heard nothing but good things about. But again, the size of some of the books scare me. Especially the Kingdom of Ash, I think it is, the last one, I want to say. Yeah, Kingdom of Ash, which is the last one. She's thick. She is thick. But no, I'm excited to start that series. Really excited. Now moving on to the bottom layer. I've read that one. Okay, first one is, if I can get it out, Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. As you can see, I have started it. Oh, she's a bit sun damaged. Oops. They're a bit dusty, I can't lie. But I have started this one, as you can see, but I couldn't get into it. But I was in a bit of a slump at the time because I either just finished or was just going, or like my next read was Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This was back in October. But I really wanted to read this book and it looks amazing. And that cover is stunning, can I just say. But no, I'm looking forward to read it because I like the whole sound of it. Like, it sounds really interesting. But yeah, again, I've heard nothing but good things. Then the next one isn't like a fiction book. It is the Lewis Hamilton My Story. I actually did get this from my dad. He was like, oh, I'm never going to read it, you may as well have it. And I was like, okay. I brought it anyway, so may as well. I was going to keep hold of it. And like, he can only borrow it, if that makes sense. Like, I got it for him, but I'd put it with my books. But yeah, because I'm a huge F1 girly. And so when I saw this, I was like, let me get my hands on this. So I did. I got it. She's in my hands. Oh, that's rephrase that. He's in my hands. But no, this one, I'll get round to it eventually. It's not overly long, so shouldn't be too challenging. Yeah, what, it's like 309-ish pages, roughly. So, shouldn't take me too long. But we'll see. I'm going to just pull a few out because this is just like a nightmare. Like, leaning in for them. Right. Let me get up to there. They're quite thick ones, you see. So, okay. That'll make it easier for putting them back in as well. So my next one is Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Again, I've heard mixed things, but mainly good things about this. It is a genre I don't think I really read though, but people have said it's good. So we're gonna hope and we're gonna pray. But like, the cover's really pretty. And I love just the font and everything about this. It's a bit dusty. But yeah, I might read this soon. We'll see. We will really see. But it's about Sam and Sadie. It, like, at the top of the blurb, it says, this is a story of Sam and Sadie. It's not a romance, but it's about love. Sounds interesting. And then Sam catches sight of Sadie at the crowded train station one winter morning. He is catapulted back to the brief time they spent playing together as children. Their unique spark is instantly reignited. What comes next? The story of friendship and rivalry, fame and creativity, betrayal and tragedy, perfect worlds and imperfect ones, and ultimately our need to connect, to be loved and to love. Sounds quite interesting, I'm not going to lie. And she's kind of floppy, which fills me with a lot of confidence. But yeah, Gabrielle Zevin, I swear her books are meant to be like really good. Yeah, sounds interesting. Then the next one is, I've just jumbled up my order. Then it's that one. No, so that one needs to go on the bottom. Don't you love jumbling up the order? There we go. So my next one is Rogue by Elle Kennedy. Again, another one, excuse me. Another one I started ages ago. As you can see, I got to about there, but I just couldn't get into it. I got to chapter 9. So like 50 pages in, 56 pages in. Yeah, I haven't heard much about this one, to be honest, but it's like, oh, look at that. But apparently it's like the second to a series, and I didn't know that when I got it. And so I haven't read the first one, and I don't know where I can read the first one in the matching cover, because I don't want mismatched covers. But there is a matching cover, as you can see there, Misfit. Can't see the cover anywhere, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But it sounds interesting. Welcome back to Sandover Peps, where Sandover Peps? That just fell down on me twice. Welcome to Sandover Prep, where secrets lurk in the dark and no one is safe when they come into the light. Interesting enough. It's about Casey and Fen. But yeah, I'll give her another chance at some point. But I have read some of Elle Kennedy's books now. Like, that was the first Elle Kennedy book I tried to read. I just couldn't get into it, and I think that might have been why, because I weren't used to her writing style. But we'll see. Then the next one, that just fell down. The next one is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. I swear this is meant to be really good, to be honest. Oh, it's in parts. That's weird. But yeah, I swear it's meant to be really good. Like, people have said so many good things about it. And I'm kind of excited to read it. So yeah. Although I swear there's so many people. I'm saying it like you can answer me. But I swear there's like so many characters in this, and it just gets really confusing. But I don't know. It looks good. Like, yeah. It just looks really good. And the covers, I can't lie, are quite pretty. I'll just put Crooked Kingdom back, so we're not getting that one back out again. But the next one is the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I can't talk today. Olivia Blake. So if you watch Madison Kate, she seems to love Olivia Blake's books. And I really want to read Alone with You in the Ether by her. I really desperately want to read that. And it looks amazing. And so Madison always says how good like her books are, which makes me kind of excited to read this. I put it off for ages. Like, this was one of the first books I brought, and when I was like trying to get into fantasy. But can we just talk about the character art, right? Where are we? Like, they literally have images of the characters. There's one of them though. I can't think where it is. If I can't find it, I'll insert a picture when I edit this. But there's one, and I saw it and I thought, that is Aaron Warner. Like, that is how I see him in my head. Right, not you. There. Right, tell me this isn't Aaron Warner. Tell me that isn't Aaron. Like, look me in the eyes and tell me. That is literally how he was viewed in my head. I'm not even lying. But there was another character I just saw as well earlier when I was first flicking through. And I thought, interesting. Whoever this one is hot. Oh my god. Might have to bump this one up the TBR. But then I swear there's like another 2 books. And do I really want to start a series right now? Not really. But we'll see. We will see. Then next one is Marriage for One by Ella Mays. I started this one again a while back. I just couldn't get into it. But again, another one. Heard nothing but good things about, which I'm really excited to read. But no, I'm quite excited for this one. I also want to read the green one by her. Can't think what it is. Does it say in the front of the book? Please tell me. The Hardest Fall. I really want to read that as well. Like, that looks really good. It's like a football romance, and it's kind of giving, where is it? Cheat sheet. It's giving the cheat sheet. And I'm like, I need that. Let me get my hands on that. But yeah, I'm quite excited for this one. Another one I think I am going to bump up my TBR because I've just been putting off for so long. And then the final one from my cart is The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read the first one and I did not expect it to be 90 odd chapters in a book this size. But I did really like it, to be honest. And yeah, but the only annoying thing is I can't get these covers anymore, and I just need the last one. I don't own it, so I'm gonna have to get the American covers, which is rather irritating. I got to chapter 4, which is 16 pages in. The good thing I will say about this series though is how little the chapters are. Like, I felt like I was reading it so quickly. It's only 350 pages, but 90 chapters. But because like the chapters are like a page long, like this is chapter 89, that's it. Which I'm like, that's quite good. Although I am a Jameson girly, I'm not gonna lie. Grayson's hot, but I'm a Jameson girly. I just remember that from the first book. I absolutely loved him. Like, Grayson, yeah, but just not for Avery. He's not the one. Grayson all the way through. My heart goes out to him. Right, now let's start on my priority TBR. We're going to move this one across. I think I might have to take some off this TBR, to be honest. So Atlas 6 is going on. So let's start on the mini pile. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. Now, I've read the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. Love it. TV show though, I'm a bit about. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it just felt really rushed. Like, they could have done more than 6 episodes, if I'm being really honest. But we move. I can't do anything about that. I just can't wait for the next lot of it to come out. But I got told by my friend that I should read this one next because it is amazing. And I will. This will be my next read because it's quite short. I'm like 60% through Not in Love. Maybe about 65-70% through Not in Love. Like, it's over there. You can just see it there, the pink. I'm really loving it. And then I think I'll do this one next because I'm kind of feeling like switching the genres up a bit because I'm in a bit of a slump, which is really annoying. But it's not a slump, but it's not a slump, if that makes sense. Like, it's just irritating and I'm just struggling to get into the books. But hopefully, this is what happened before. I had to like stump myself with a different genre. You know what I mean? Switch it up. Something completely different, and I got out of a slump. So, hoping and praying that will do the job. Actually, we're going to put that one over here because I always put my like next read up next to where my jelly cats are. Then next one is Songlight by Moira Buffini. This one isn't actually out yet. It comes out on August 28th, but I got sent it by Faber. They reached out to me and was like, we'd love to send you this book. And I was like, oh my god, yes please, happily. And it's I did a post on it on my Instagram the other day. If you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen it. But it's about so it says, I'll just read the blurb to you. It says, don't be deceived by Norvaven's prettiness, by its whitewash houses and its sea views. In truth, many of its town folks are ruthless hunters. They revile those who have developed songlight, the ability to connect telepathically with others. Anyone found with this sixth sense is caught, persecuted, and denounced. Welcome to the future. Lark has lived in grave danger ever since her own songlight emerged. Then she encounters a young woman in peril from a city far away. An extraordinary bond is forged, but who can they trust? The world is at war. Those with songlights are pawns in a dangerous game of politics. Friends, neighbours, family are quickly to turn on each other. When power is everything, how will they survive? That sounds so good, doesn't it? So this is on my TBR. I know I've got to the end of August to read it, but it sounds really good. So she's going up a bit. But yeah, I need to quickly do something and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. We're back. And so where was I? Oh, we've just done Songlight. I was just looking at that and that and Atlas 6 next to each other. They're kind of giving the same kind of vibe and I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. And like the gold sort of detailing on them. Love. Love, love, love. Then another one that I'm bumping up my TBR is the Mindfuck series. Now, I feel like I've been living under a rock because I haven't read this. But if you don't know what it is, which I'm sure a lot of people probably do know what it is It is 5 books in one, and it's about an FBI agent and a serial killer. Yeah, I'll read the blurb because I don't want to like spoil anything. But it says they look at monsters can come in many forms. They took too much, left too little. I had nothing to lose until him. I didn't expect him. I didn't want to fall in love, but I can't let him go. Logan Bennett makes the world a safer place. He's brilliant. He's a hero. He locks away the sick and depraved. But while he's saving lives, I'm taking them, collecting the debts that are owed to me. 10 years ago, they took from me. They left me for dead. They should have made sure I stayed dead. Now I'm taking from them, one name at a time. I've trained for too long. I've been patient. I can't stop now. Revenge is best served cold. They never see me coming until I paint their walls red. Logan doesn't know how they hurt me. He doesn't know about the screams they ignored. He doesn't know how twisted the town really is. He just knows people that are dying. He doesn't know he's in love with their killer. No one suspects a dead girl. And Logan doesn't suspect the girl in his bed. They're looking for a monster, not a girl who loves red. Not a girl in love. I'm a faceless nightmare. At least I tell them the story they've pretended never happened. But in the end, will Logan choose them, or will we watch them burn together? I was hooked from that, and then for ages I wanted to read it, but I didn't buy it because I kept looking at the price on Amazon and I was like 20 or quid, seriously. But now I see the size and I get why. But I'm glad I got it as well because they're now changing this cover apparently, which is quite sad because it's a pretty cover. And I also never realised until the other day that St. Abby's dead. How did I not know that? But there is 5 books in here, so it's like, I don't know how many pages long. 683 pages long. And it's got like 5 little novella type books in, because the first one, little contents page at the front, and the first one is, hello. So The Risk is book 1. That is 122 pages. Sidetracked is book 2. I can't do maths, so I can't tell you. Then a Scarlet Angel, which also isn't very long. Then there's All the Lies. And then Paint It All Red. Paint It All Red is the longest one by the looks of things. But I'm so excited to read this. I think this will be my next read after 5 Survive. But again, I did start it ages ago. But I went intimidated by the size and was like, nah mate, I'm done. I'm not doing this. So I'll also put that one over there because 5 Survive obviously is tiny. So it shouldn't take me too long. Then let's start from the top. The first one on this pile is Kyland by Mia Sheridan. You'll probably know Mia Sheridan best for writing Archer's Voice, which I haven't read, funny enough. But I've been dying to read her books for ages. And Alicia finally convinced me to read her books. And so I walked into the works when I was in Norwich the other week. And literally Mia Sheridan all over the place. So I was like, it's my sign. So I picked up this one. And I also picked up this one. This one Alicia hasn't read, so she didn't know much about it. But she's got it. And she's looking to read it soon. But she's just recommended me all of Mia Sheridan's books, really. So that fills me with a lot of confidence that she loves them. She's read nearly all of them, I think. So I'm fairly confident in her books being good. And I trust Alicia's judgment so much. But this is Kyland, and then this Stinger. So these two are like the top of my pile. They look really good. Then we've got Until You by Penelope Douglas. Again, I got that one, I got those two. But I didn't realise it was the second one to Bully. And I don't have Bully, so I'm going to have to get that. But from what I've understood, it's Bully, but from his point. So not too bad, but it's recommended to read it after it. Yeah. Oh, it says, although this novel can be read as a standalone, I wouldn't recommend it. Reading Tate's point of view in Bully will first increase your enjoyment and craving for Jared's side. So I'm going to have to put this off till I get Bully. Then I put it back on my TBR, but Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. One of my 5-star reads of last year, I think it was. Yeah, one of last year's 5-star reads. As you can see, my copy's really been through it. I've only read it once, funny enough. But the poor book's been through it. But I loved it. I really loved it. And I feel like she needs another chance. And I just fully, because I was reading this in like parts, if that makes sense. So like I'd read one day and then I wouldn't read for like another week. So I kind of forget what happened. So I kind of just need to like fully digest it in one go. So that is back on my TBR. Then 1 second. If you're looking for cups like this, by the way, my F1 girlies, even my book talk girlies, CBJ Designs, she's got her own website. I'll put a website link somewhere and I'll put it in the description below. But she does the cutest cups. I got this in last year's advent calendar, but I also got a whole lot of other goodies with it. There's like a Albert Park track map. I've got some tyres. I've got key rings. I've got some of the cutest key rings. I've even got like one of the lanyard key rings. But she does so many, like F1 drivers, book talk, country music artists, Taylor Swift, One Direction. She does loads. And in like the cutest sort of like Starbucks cups. Go check her out. I have got the Oscar one. As you can see from the silhouette collection of last year, I'm obsessed with this cup. Ever since I got it, I haven't stopped using it. Like, this is my comfort cup. If anything happened, I would be lost. Sorry for the interruption. Amazon came, and so someone decided they were going to go attack. Well, maybe not attack, that's a bit dramatic. But bark at the top of the stairs, and I think they could attack them. I've just run upstairs. Give me a second. We have company. Then the next one is, hang on, I'm really off centre here. Let me. Fair Rosaline by Natasha Solomons. I was walking around like my little Waterstones nearby. I've got two, like a big one in the town centre and like a little one in the next. And I saw this and I thought, that is stunning. I need it. And I'm a sucker for Romeo and Juliet. And when I saw this like a Romeo and Juliet untelling, I was like, gimme. So I got it. This is like Romeo and Juliet from like the point of Rosaline. But my UK girlies, you can get this in the works. They're now doing it for like £3.50, I think. So run and get her. But the cover, can we just have a moment's appreciation? But yeah, it's about, so like the tagline of the blurb says, will she save Juliet from her Romeo? Yes. Hello. Yeah, it looks really good, and it's even got a map of Verona. Right, let's put you behind me. Oh, there we go. Then the next one on my TBR is Seven Summers by Paige Toon. I have the Sainsbury's edition of it. So it's got orange sprayed edges, which kind of match the top, which are really cute. Although I did think at first it made the book look a bit sun damaged, but they're kind of growing on me. I did wish I got the works like purpley colour, like that colour. It was so pretty when I saw it. But I don't really know much about this book, apart from everyone was saying how good it is. And so I was in there and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get it. Why not? Know nothing about it, but I'm just going to get it. So this one is going to come off my priority TBR, just because I haven't been motivated to read it, really. Like, I know these ones have been sat here for ages, but it hasn't reached out to me, if that makes sense. So she is going to go on the bottom of the cart. Then the next one, it's been here a while. What a catch. Is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'm an Ali Hazelwood lover through and through. I have read all of her books, nearly all of her books, obviously excluding this one. I'm almost finished with Not in Love. I've tried this one 3 times. 3 times. Can't do it. I literally cannot get into it. But I will eventually give her another go. Everyone was meant to say it was really good, but I just haven't kind of been drawn to it, if that, in a way. Like, I'm just going to keep her on here though, because this is like her home. She lives on my TBR. But yeah, I'm an Ali Hazelwood girly though, so I'm really annoyed. I don't like this one. Then Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Never read a Tessa Bailey book, but again, another author I've really wanted to read, and I have just seen today that she has brought out a new hockey romance, so I'm gonna have to get my hands on that before long. But this one is like a book talk classic, and it's been on like my Amazon list for ages, and I think I won it in a giveaway, I think it was, and it got gifted to me, I can't remember, and I finally got it. The only thing that's putting me off reading Tessa Bailey's books is they're in third person. I'm not a third person sort of reader unless it's Ali Hazelwood, because I didn't realise until reading Not in Love that her books were in third person. Like, it didn't even click in my head. But hers are just so easygoing, if that makes sense. What was the other one in third person I read? I can't remember. I DNF'd it. It was The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. Only Lucy Score book I haven't managed to read, actually. Well, not only. That's a bit of a lie. But, like, I've read all the knockamounts and I love them. Yeah, I think... Yeah. I think that's the only third person one that I have DNF'd. Because I just couldn't get into that headspace. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the next one. Again, keeping the theme going, we've got Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. This one, again, was recommended to me by Alicia. It looks really good. And I've never read a golf romance, as I said in my sports romances video. But I've never read a golf romance. But it looks pretty decent. I've just heard very mixed things about it. Fairly good, don't get me wrong. But some people have been a bit like, it's just a bit, I don't know. But we'll see. Then another one is Bloodstream by Emily Carter. I picked this up ages ago, so it's like right near the bottom of my TBR. It's another third person. That's brilliant. Again, I haven't really been drawn to read it. And again, in my sports romance video, how I said people were pulling out spelling mistakes and that from this book, and it just hasn't really filled me with much confidence. But I will eventually give it a go. But again, this is another one I will be taking off my TBR, like my priority TBR. We'll have to find a home for her, but I will be taking that off my priority. Then the next one is A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I've been putting this off because it scares me. Because I've seen everyone bawling their eyes out to this book. And I don't want that. I really don't want that. I also think I might wait till the second one comes out before reading this. Because, yeah, I don't even know what the second one's about, if I'm being really honest. Oh my god, it's even got like, oh my god, One Direction in the playlist, Stop, oh my god, and Little Mix. That was my childhood. Who else is on here that I know? Oh, When We Were Young by Adele. Stop. This is Crow. What ones? If I Could Fly by One Direction. Stop. This is cruelty. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited to read this. I'm not gonna lie. I might read it soon. We'll see. I just don't want to pull my eyes out. Then the last one of this stack is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I've read Normal People. I love that book. Like, that's a 6-star read. I'm not even joking. And this one's meant to be fairly good from what I've heard. So I might read her soon. I might put her near the top, pull her off and read her, you know? Like, it's been sat on my TBR for ages. But, is it another one set in Ireland? I think so, yeah. Frances is a 21-year-old, cool-headed and observant. A student in Dublin, an aspiring writer, at night she performs spoken word for her best friend Bobby, who used to be her girlfriend, when they were intertwined and then befriended by Melissa, a well-known journalist who's married to Nick, an actor. They enter into a world of beautiful houses, raucous dinner parties and holidays in Brittany. But when Frances and Nick get unexpectedly closer, the sharply witty and emotion-averse Frances is forced to honestly confront her own vulnerabilities for the first time. Sounds really good, and it also sounds really emotional. I love a bit of that, don't I? But no, like, Normal People has my heart. That is one of my 6-star books. And that's a rare occasion I have a 6-star book. Like, if I give it 6 stars, you know it's good. What was another one that got 6 stars? Funny Story by Emily Henry. Happy Place by Emily Henry. It's kind of more emotional ones I tend to give 6 stars to. What other ones did I give it to? Binding and Keeping 13, 6 stars. Magnolia Park, 1 billion stars. Not even joking. That is my comfort books. And Redeemed by Lauren Asher. It's another 6-star. Like, it's very rare. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on like my 6-star reads. But it's very rare I give a book 6 stars. And for Normal People to get it, pretty good. And so this one may be another 6-star contender, because I actually quite like Sally Rooney's writing. And it's also a BBC show. So might have to check that out. But that's my main sort of TBRs. That's really unstable. Oh, I can't pick it up. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to reorganise this in a bit when I put it all back. That's fine. Let me just restack it. Last but not least. And then another one that is kind of on my priority, but kind of not. Like, I've heard nothing but really good things. Is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Now, you may be thinking, why is it so big? Like, size, not bigger actually than my head. Like, it's bigger than a normal book. And I don't think the paperback of this one is out yet, but I got the airport edition, is the best way to say it. Because I noticed when I was at the airport, they actually don't sell hardbacks. And so they only just do really oversized, normal sort of books. So I picked up the last copy of this in, which airport did we fly from? Heathrow. Like, ages ago, well, nearly a month ago. I picked up the last copy that day. I love this book. Really love it. Like, so good. Like, I haven't read it, but like the cover and that. I don't know why I just said that. But you get me. Like, the cover, everything about it is just gorgeous. Like, I did start it, but I just didn't really get into it because I had the most uncomfortable flight because I had this guy next to me. His elbow was in my ribs, which is brilliant. And then on the way back, I read most of Love Unwritten. But like, not the character art, like the covers, the art throughout the book, that is stunning. I'm obsessed. I actually think, A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn is another one. I haven't really been drawn to read it, so I'm not even going to bother putting it on the screen. And the Shadowhunters series by Cassandra Clare. I'm obsessed with the show, and I have the ones on Clary. I didn't realise until like Sunday, that there was ones on other characters, which I didn't actually know. I do know. So, but I haven't got them. I've just got the Mortal Instruments one, which is what the show is. And I love it. I love it. I love all of those characters with my whole heart. So I'm really excited to read them eventually. But I got them a couple of years ago and I just keep putting it off because I love how they all look in the box. And I don't want to take them out because I know if one's in the box, like once you take them out, you can't get them back in. And I know that'll be the case. So, but yeah, I might do a video on that too, like reading the Shadowhunters books, because there's 6 of them, enough to make a video. Or again, like I'm saying for ACOTAR, if I do like separate videos or like a couple in the video. But yeah, I did a coughing fit. Anyways, that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and this should be out either Wednesday or Saturday. Hopefully Saturday. Depends, because if I get another one filmed this week, it will be. If not, it'll be Wednesday. But we'll see. Anyways,